big news as the media has accidentally exposed a paid member of Team AH, one that's being sued, by the way. And what's beautiful about this is that this paid member of Team AH, they reposted all of this information. Now, I'm not talking about a hyperlink either. I mean, you see this bottom page here, bottom left? Yeah, this page is the admission of this being paid. So they're sharing it. They're saying, oh, look at what was published about me and my company. Yeah, this is an epic fail. That's not everything either. Oh no, you have media collusion that comes up here with mainstream media talking about working with the guy. You have other people listed paying for services and more. You and we're going to talk about this today too. Ooh, man, fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day. By the way, I hope you are doing excellently. The article in front of you here is a valuable lesson. Why? Because apparently all you have to do to give away a paid member of Team AH is to placate their ego. That's exactly what you see here too. You can see it from the first image on this article. All you have to do is give them a little bit of that headline, baby, and they're not only giving away the game, but they're thanking you for helping them in doing it. Now, at first, this is exactly what you would expect from a puff piece about somebody like Chris Bougie, with all of the things that they talk about him going through happening to other people because of him or him doing it itself. The doxing, yeah, the smear campaigns, the online haters, and more. You have him called a digital vigilante. They don't want to give away the game where he's paid for hire. You can see that right there. And they also spin the things that he either causes or he does himself, like doxing. Yeah, been involved in that doxing, haven't you? The regular smear campaigns, the entirety of his website. It's one giant smear campaign, and so much more. Now, the problems also start pretty much from go when they start talking about what he does online, because they start talking about how he made his name for himself and his company as a quote-unquote leading hunter of trolls and organized campaigns in some of the most discussed cultural flashpoints of the last several years. And you'll notice here, they mention JD versus AH, they mention Meghan Markle, they mention a certain Rocket Man, and more. Now from there's a lot of things discussed that I don't think we're supposed to go public. For example, the collusion with media, that's brought up here when Newsweek, they give a statement. They talk about, ooh, look at this. We talk about Chris Bougie, and we also worked with him on several occasions. You notice that they're not quoting him. They're not talking about research he supposedly did. No, they're talking about working directly with him. And well, as far as work is concerned, it doesn't stop there. Listen to this here. Bot Sentinel also works behind the scenes with prominent figures to help identify organized hate campaigns against them. Working with those figures, do tell. Bougie has conducted paid for private research for former presidential candidate Pete B., former FBI lawyer Lisa Page, former actress Merkel, and the legal team of AH, and also charges a nominal fee to companies and universities that wish to use its API for research. Wow, that is one heck of a disclaimer, and you know that they weren't supposed to list that right there. You can tell that the point in this article was to say that this paid member of Team AH, number one, is being sued unfairly, while number two, they're being targeted, and they're being targeted simply because they stood up to these people online. But when you think about the media collusion, you think about the paid portion, it changes changes all perspectives. And they also give away the fact that they didn't read that report that he put out at all. Bougie experienced his largest wave of online attacks in the wake of Bot Sentinel's latest report, which was released in mid-September. It highlighted the work of one particularly noxious legal vlogger. Apparently, I'm a legal blogger here, so I guess they think that I'm a lawyer, that umbrella guy, who has targeted AH in over 100 of his videos. You know what's amazing about that, too? The number, it keeps changing. It's not the same as the report. It's not the same as what people say online. They just threw out an arbitrary number. Classifying the videos in the report as quote-unquote misogynistic and quote-unquote anti-feminist, Bougie said he was prepared to go to war over it. I knew once we published this report that I would be enemy number one, he said. The resulting report unleashed a tidal wave of abuse from many YouTubers cited within, some of whom have made enormous profits by creating venomous videos about AA. Now from there, they attack Nate the lawyer, and they mess up big time when doing this stuff too. Why? Because number one, they put together this narrative that this is all about AH. It's all about the report when we know that isn't true at all. Number two, they try to claim that Nate the lawyer has not only been abusing Chris Bougie, but he's led to things like soft swatting. I mean, you can see this right here. Quote, although he's developed a relationship with his local police department over what he terms soft swatting, calls from anonymous tipsters claim Bougie is threatening them in an attempt to have the police barge through his door. He claims not to be intimidated by people he calls amateurs and grifters. Now, this is him stealing what happens to other people. Of course, he's not intimidated by it because he puts out other people's names. That stuff, it leads to nastiness. When the media, they help and pile on. But yeah, they try to discredit Nate the lawyer. They try to add nastiness to him. Not only does that fail in its narrative, but this statement right here, that's one that could come back and haunt Chris Bougie. Quote, when these guys are making 10 to 18 grand a month, I come along and I'm highlighting what they're doing. That's a threat. So he's telling you, he knows how much people are making. He knows what he's targeting are businesses and profitable businesses at that. He's admitted in the Rolling Stone, by the way, he targets people. He tries to take stuff down. He got Rolling Stone involved. We've seen Newsweek get involved in it too. We've seen Washington Post and more. Yeah, I mean, this is an epic fail on his part. Again, he gets paid to do this stuff. They put out a puff piece on it. It exposes him. Oh, man. I mean, you couldn't ask for things to go more wrong. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. Can't say that enough. You want to help out the channel? Links are in the description. We could always use your help too, so check those out. Share this everywhere too. You being here though, appreciate it. Going to end here. Thank you. See you soon.